do a little adjusting here for the short people. Okay, good morning everyone and greetings. Before I get started, I just want to say that this is a beautiful view from up here. Seeing community together to hear our mayor candidates and for you all to determine which candidate is the best for you to choose to be our mayor. But let me start with a little bit of information about me. I am an 8-year resident of Hamden. I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice from the University of New Haven, a Master of Science degree in Public Policy and Administration from Southern Connecticut State University. I am a licensed notary public in the town of Hamden. I retired from the Connecticut Department of Correction after serving a wide variety of professional capacities within the department. I started as a correctional officer, a correctional treatment officer, a correctional lieutenant at the women's prison, and I retired as a parole officer in the DUI unit, making history as the one and only African American to do just that. When I retired, they disbanded that unit. I am also a professor of criminal justice and government, having taught at Naugatuck Valley Community College for many years. In addition to that, I am a proud veteran of the United States Navy.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Oh, I have to wrap it up. I currently serve as the Democratic Register of Voters for our town, working collaboratively with everyone, Republicans, Democrats, because when you walk in our building and into our office, it doesn't matter what letter is behind your name, because we all work together. When I am not campaigning or advocating in the Hamden community, which you'll hear a little bit about more in the 8 minutes that I have to speak, I love spending time with my 5-year-old daughter, reading, going to the beach, and traveling. I'll see you all in a few minutes. Thank you. Good morning, I'm back. Before I get started, I just want to make a correction. I wish our budget was $200 million.
I wish it was
$300 million plus dollars. So I don't want anyone going out saying that our budget is $200 million, like it was stated. I wish. So I launched my campaign for mayor on April 26, 2025, with a 14-minute speech, which is too long for me to say right now. However, in that speech, I talked about how I would not build a community center on contaminated land, like the current mayor and most of the legislative council voted for.
Thank you.
Instead, I would divert the millions of dollars to the crumbling foundations in Southern Hamden.
Thank you.
And a portion of the millions of dollars to go to our nonprofits in Hamden that are underutilized as well as underfunded. One of those nonprofits that I mentioned as an example was the African American Society, which is housed in the very building that we are in today. So this is a full circle moment for me and the Howard for Hamden campaign. We are using one of the very spaces that I mentioned in my speech, and we are using it for community. As I am on record stating, community is not in a building, especially one on contaminated land. It is in the people from the 1st District to the 9th District and everywhere in between. I'm gonna take this microphone. My vision for Hamden is centered on enhancing the overall quality of life for everyone, to create community where everyone has an opportunity to thrive and a voice. From Northern Hamden to Southern Hamden, creating a community where people want to live, work, and raise families by fostering community pride and ensuring the community is a welcoming place for everyone. And we can do it together. You may ask yourself how. Well, my platform starts with professionalism, accountability, and transparency. These are the fundamentals of government, and we currently don't have that in the government center. It also starts with fiscal management. and fiscal authority in our town that starts with the legislative council. Once again, we currently don't have that. I am in the unique position of being the only candidate who actually works in the government center. I have a bird's eye view of not only the current management of funds, but the current management of people. We would also start with fiscal management to include adherence to regulations listed in the Hamden Charter. The Hamden Charter is our guideline to how our town should run. That will include conducting on-time audits. We haven't had an audit since 2023. We're in 2025. We're still waiting. It would also include a forensic accounting of our budget. Not an audit, but an accounting of our budget. Within an accounting, it would include any irregularities in our budget, if there are any. Because I believe that the administration and the mayor, which I hope will be me, commences on a solid foundation. I will also hire a finance director, as we have not had anyone watching our money in almost a year. We will create a transparent budget in collaboration with the Finance Committee on the Legislative Council and the Finance Commission, which will be fully staffed with volunteers. We will also have community conversations with the public, before the budget is official. So the community will have input on our budget before it's official. Let's talk about economic development. I listened to the acting economic director, because we don't have a current one, and she stated that she does not have staffing to effectively pursue meaningful change. This has to be addressed. Economic development and land use in our town can be approached with various strategies and initiatives, such as creating incentives for businesses, giving tax breaks to facilitate business development. Education. My daughter attends a Hamden public school. I want her to have the best education possible, and I want that for all Hamden students. Collaboration and regular meetings between the mayor's office and the Board of Education and the superintendent is key to that. With the mayor and the Board of Education in good standing, it only benefits the community. Public safety. I am a proud 20-year veteran of the Connecticut Department of Correction. Thank you. I believe in fostering strong relationships between the community and the police. I will ensure that police are committed to both safety and accountability, prioritizing community engagement and supporting initiatives that promote both objectives, because everyone should feel safe, even our police. Our police should feel safe going into our communities, and we should feel safe walking in our communities and going anywhere we want to be. That's the collaboration between both entities. Infrastructure and environment. I believe in equitable sustainability, not equal, but equitable, and there is a difference. I believe in fairness and justice in the distribution of resources, opportunities, and benefits among all people, to include the marginalized and disadvantaged. Everyone should have access to resources and opportunities. We must preserve our environment for our future, which is our children. Administration. We can talk about all of these things that we would like to do, but if you don't have the fundamentals, which starts with the administration, which starts with the government center, 2750 Dixwell Avenue, we can't do any of these things. My management style consists of a democratic management style where I involve all team members, inspire, and motivate. My leadership approach and background enables me to recruit highly qualified and skilled individuals to important roles. And I like to say this, no one on my executive team for the Howard for Hamden campaign wants a job in the government center. We will end nepotism with me in the mayor's office. If you want a job in the mayor's office, you will have to submit a resume. And on that resume, you will have to have the qualifications and skills that is needed for that position.
That's right.
so I have to wrap up. I'm going to leave you all with a call to action since I can't finish my speech. When you are choosing a mayor, I want you to look for the 2 I's, the 2 E's, and the 2 C's. 2 I's, integrity, yes, but also intellect. 2 C's, community service before you decided to run for mayor. I've been in this community for years. And someone that cares. Experience and education. I know one candidate who meets all of those qualities. Vote for me. I am Lushonda Howard. Also,